Hold quiet.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Thursday night, 11:16 p.m. right now. Finished my job like 11 o'clock, then came here. How did the day went? I woke up a little bit late today, like 11 o'clock. When I wake up, it's like 11 a.m. and I'm progressing toward getting back to university. And what happened is yesterday, after I finished my work, I went home and I talked with one of my friends, and he actually suggested me to take fourth year courses. And I didn't think it that way. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Like he actually mentioned that you can reduce the course load each semester. That's another way to go about it, because I'm thinking about, if I'm not in the system, I am not sure whether I will be productive as if I am in the system. Because when you submit yourself to the system pushes you. You know, the push you don't have by yourself, but the system pushes you. I like that, because when system pushes you, you will tend to do more, even when in the bad days. You know, but if I am by myself, I am not sure I will do that much, because I even remember my friend. He actually last winter he said he's gonna just study. At the time I was flipping, and he said he's gonna just study without he's in the free semester. Actually, he didn't have any courses, so he said he's just gonna study for the summer. But end up being he's not studying at all. I don't want that to happen to me. You know, I'm pumped right now to study, but I don't know, the situation over there may change my mind and stuff. So I'm thinking like I better submit to the system, so the system pushes me to do things, even though if I am not feeling about it. You know, so that's why I'm trying to take four courses in the winter, five courses in the maybe four courses in the summer. Maybe I will end up taking three courses, because the four courses I'm taking may be the fourth year electives. If I'm not accepted for fourth year elective, then I have to take it next year. But in case, okay, if I'm not happen to get that, I will take the courses I intended to take most of the time. You know, the technical elective I have, other courses. So I'm thinking about going in that way. That's my target for January. So I'm pumped about that. I just submitted the OSAP application and the progress letter. I wrote a letter about how did my the head pain and everything happen. What is the reason? How will I progress toward not happening that again? You know, all the details I took, wrote a letter and submitted it today. I'm waiting for the response. And other than that, yeah, I have the head scan, the MRI waiting for a long time. Actually, it's tomorrow, 1 o'clock in the night 1:15 or something like that. So I have to go to hospital after work tomorrow. That's another thing. Other than that, that's it. Basically, that's how everything's going. Today morning I didn't go to the gym, because this morning I am saying today morning. I had, maybe I will grammatically right if I say this morning. So this morning I didn't go to the gym because I woke up late. Sometime it happened to miss. I don't know, because since I'm working, my work is like a gym, because it's physical work. So I'm not much worried about that. And today my topic is, people create their own prison and live within it. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by people create their own prison and live within it? Even when I talk with a friend, what is your thing? He says he want to get a job, and then he want to buy a house. That's what most people think. Most people are intending to buy a house, then finding out their true passion, and to trying to make money doing their true passion. Because what happens when you buy the house? When you buy the house, you are stuck. If you are getting a job that is not in the beginning, you may found, I don't know, maybe later you find out it's miserable. Then you bought a house, now you're stuck. You cannot change anything, because you bought the house. Maybe even you will intend to buy the cars and stuff. People build their expenses around them, That's what I mean by jail. Like people create their own jail and live within it. Man, people create the expenses around them. You know, the mortgage, car payment, anything. You know, the other bunch of things. People want to wear the flashy whitest cloth and stuff like that. So people spend money like that, and then they're stuck in a job they don't like. You know, the first priority should be you should find out what makes you happy, and you have to see whether you can live off of live the money like the money you are making from what makes you happy. Is it enough to afford all those things? If it's not enough to afford, you better rent a house. You don't need a house. You better rent house. If it's not if you cannot afford a car, you better go by public transit. You know, you can reduce your expenses and live happily. If you are ready to live humbly, you can live happily if you are ready to live humbly. That's all I want to talk today, and see you guys later.